Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the Cosmic Creation 144. If you're new here, my name is Monse, and thank you for being here. If you're returning, like always, you're a real one. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you for being here, for liking the videos, for putting your comments in the videos, for sharing the videos, for everything. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, so don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe. So okay, this is what happens when you have hella kids. So I was in a rush to get out and I forgot to get my tripod, and I came to the park because I was gonna film at the park, take off my shoes, walk on the grass, do a little tree hugging and whatnot. But I forgot my tripod, and like I try to make it work, it's not working. It's just not. It's not working. So I'm in my car. I did go out and, I walked on the grass. I did my little thing over there. But can you guys hear the breeze? How it's like, it's just giving me a lot of like good. I just feel so good. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not saying that I'm making the wind blow. Like, I'm not controlling the breeze, okay? But hell, it feels like that, okay? Because I was on this grass speaking some stuff, talking some stuff, and every time I would say something, bam, the wind would just hit. So it hits different. I heard it hits different. I heard it hits different. So yes, very much that. So maybe that could be significant for somebody. Maybe you should go out, connect with nature. And the funny thing about everything is like, okay, so I was doing all that, and every time the breeze hit me, I just felt like an insane amount of energy and just joy that it made me emotional. And now I'm getting emotional again. Like, it just made me so emotional. Not gonna cry. And so I walked all the way to my car barefoot, right? Whatever. And as soon as I sat in my car to put my socks and my sneakers on, I look over, and the street that I'm on, it's called Blue Jay. If you're new to my channel, I mean, if you're new to my channel, you're not gonna understand. But if you're returning, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know that there's like a connection that I have with birds, like all kinds of birds, and it's almost like they know that as soon as I start filming, they show up. And the 333 on the timer, like this, and I'm not joking. I mean, if you're here watching me, then you know very well that if it's happening to you, or it has happened to you, or things that are, that are similar. I feel like, me this is just going to be like a quick little video, okay? It's not going to be a full-blown read. I only have my 2 decks. I have my Archangel decks and my Ascended Masters deck. So we're going to see what they got to say today. But for the most part, I just wanted to chop it up with you guys. I feel like I haven't done a video like this in a minute. Plus, I do videos like this on my other channel. Which, by the way, I did post a video. When I posted my last video on here, I posted that video as well. Which was like 2 days ago. And it still hadn't posted. And those are other things that are happening to me. Like, I'm having such a hard time editing and uploading and all this, but I'm unbothered. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't. Why? Because the video is gonna get put up anyways. So if I film it today and it doesn't want to post until 3 days later, the point is that it gets posted and you guys get these messages and these confirmations that you need for what you already know to be true in your life. At the end of the day, the point is the video going up and the messages getting out for you guys. That's the way I see it. Because it 2 days and that video still hasn't posted. You know what I mean? So, but I'm not even tripping off of it. And then I keep seeing birds, and birds that I've never even seen before. And the other day I sat on my porch and I was journaling, and there was nobody outside. Normally there's kids playing on their bikes, on their scooters, whatever. And there was nothing, no kids. It was almost like silence. And a bird, it was in a tree. I don't know what kind of bird it is. I didn't even see it. It didn't show itself to me. But I swear to God, it was talking to me. Like, it almost caught my attention. Like, it kept making like a little noise, and it kept doing it and doing it until it, bam, it caught my attention, and I looked up. And it got quiet. I was like, what the hell? And then after, it was just like... So yeah, the street being named Blue Jay is very significant for me. I don't know if it's significant for you, if you resonate with animals. As soon as I got here too, guys, right where I was, okay, squirrels, as soon as they see you, they dip. They're out. They're gone. Right? They flee. Pero when I got here, I took off my shoes, socks, whatever, and I start walking, and I didn't even notice the freaking squirrel, okay? It was on a tree, but it was like digging. So it was on the floor, like on the root of the tree, but it was like digging. And I was walking, so this is where the squirrel was, in this tree, and there was another tree like right here. And I was on my way to this tree, and I don't know how, I just turned and looked, and I saw the squirrel. And we were making eye contact. Just like this, we were looking at each other. Okay, like, it didn't run, it didn't leave, it didn't get scared, nothing. And I literally walked right past it. So I know that my connection with Earth, period, is very significant for me. I can't put my finger on it quite yet, but anything Earth, every time this happens to me like this, and you know, not until this very moment that I'm actually having this conversation with you guys am I realizing it, honestly. That I just heard airbender. I just heard airbender. And it doesn't necessarily have to be air, right? It can be any element, water, earth, fire, like all the, you know, the elements. And that was going to be my next thing that I was going to say, because when I go to the beach, like, the waves just get crazy. And right now in my mind, I'm remembering one time when I went to the beach to visit, I was going to say Ochun, so maybe Ochun is significant for somebody, but I went to the beach to visit Yemaya. Another, you know, they resonate for me very much, Orichas. And so I went and I took her a bouquet of white flowers, right? And I'm just picking off the petals one by one, and I'm asking her to protect me, for her guidance, for, you know, this, that, and the other. And I'm crying, guys. I'm on a rock, and I'm just like pouring my heart out to her. When I tell you, she splashed the hell out of me. I came home with my jeans drenched. My sneakers were wet. Okay? And mind you, I've had said this before on my channel, and I talk about it more in depth in my other channel. If you guys want to go check out my other channel, The Time for T144, I do talk in depth there about my relationship with my punk ass family, or my punk ass ex-husband and his family, because that whole entire group of people are the ones that I know for a fact have been attacking me, spiritually attacking me, right? Because physically, they were too, weak. They were too weak to fucking attack me physically, right? They were too fake, right? They had like no balls to fucking attack me face to face, right? They had to do magic. They had to use magic, because otherwise they wouldn't have been able to. 11-11. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise they wouldn't have been able to. So in my other channel, I talk more in depth about them. If you want to go in and check those videos out, I have a couple of videos on there. But that day, I went with my, I'm sorry if you guys get triggered for how I'm going to speak about this person, but that's just how I feel. And that's my journey. That's how my life has been. That doesn't mean that this is what you're going through or what you have gone through. Or if you resonate, then, you know what I'm saying? If you resonate, you resonate. And if you don't, then you don't. And I'm sorry if you get triggered by what I'm going to say, but it is what it is. And I went with my punk ass mother, my so-called mother. And she, like I said, she drenched me. My sweater was wet. Like, I was like, oh my God. And mind you, as soon as we got there, she was like, yeah, Maya, and calling for her and everything, right? Okay, I'm being guided to say this because I've been thinking about this a lot. Because I have a lot to really hate her for. And I don't. I don't hate her. Okay? I really don't. I don't hate her. And I have a lot to hate her for. But I'm being guided to say this. So when I think about, because I know that God is going to put her right in front of me. She's going to have to face me. Because like I said, thank you, Spirit. Because like I said, they 1313. She didn't, well, since she was one of them, right? She didn't have the balls to attack me to my face. To my face, right? Well, I mean, she wasn't a great mother neither. You know what I'm saying? Then you add black magic to it. Like, it was just all bad. But, and to my face, right? She never was like that. And I always think about how I'm going to react when I see her. Am I going to get mad? Am I going to be like, bitch, and you know what? At the end, every time I think about it, it's always the same thing. All I'm going to tell her is thank you. Thank you. Because every single time my mom pawned me off to like other family members and things like that, I found things that are within my journey. I just didn't know it because I was asleep, right? I was asleep. And then on top of that, you add spell work, magic, voodoo, whatever the hell you want to call it, you know, death spells. And I mean, just hellish shit. You add all that to it and it's almost impossible to wake up, right? But I mean, you eventually do, but in the meantime, like, you're being spiritually attacked, you're being physically attacked, you're being attacked from all kinds of angles, right? And all I want to tell her is thank you. Because she sent me to El Salvador because that's where we're from. We're Salvadorian. Well, technically, right? Again, if you want to know why I'm, saying, like, go to my other channel and you'll see why. She would send me over there to my grandma's. And one time she sent me over there to a boarding school. And it was like a nun school. And that I did my first communion. I learned how to pray. I learned prayers, the Ave Marias, el Padre Nuestro. Like I pretty much found the word of God when I was like 10 or something like that. Yeah, 10. And I found the word of God. And ever since then, I always call upon God every time I came down to my knees. Every single time. That's what I would always do. So, I thank her for being so fucking irresponsible that she had to pawn me off to other people because she couldn't fucking do what she needed to do. So, and the same thing with the Orichas. When she got into that religion, the Yoruba religion, we would have, misas. What would you call that? Like reunions. I don't know how I would call it though. It's not a reunion. Misa, it's kind of like, somebody taking spirit in and speaking. Like spirit speaking through them. Meaning these orichas. Or passed over loved ones and things like that. Right? So we would have that every now and then. And we would take spiritual baths. And we would take cleanse baths. She would sage and this, that, and the other, right? And she introduced me to the Orichas. I learned about the Orichas thanks to her. So, yeah, okay, so I laugh because it's so crazy that she was like the motherfucker holding the torch when it came to attacking me. Okay, like I said, because she's been attacking me since the day I came into this world. And like I said, if you want to really know more in depth about it, go over to my other channel, Time for Tea 144. And so, yeah, so it's almost like her, like, not taking responsibility or doing... You see what I'm saying? They don't want me to talk about it, but I don't give a fuck because I'm still going to do it. Her attacking me spiritually, mentally, verbally abusive. Like, she was never physically abusive, but she was verbally abusive. She would mentally abuse me. She was a manipulator. She's a narcissist, and putting all of that, right? And then adding the dark magic, but then adding all of those other parts, because she came off as somebody religious that is of the light, that has a gift. Okay, that's how she came off to people. And I would always speak the truth. She's not of the light. No, she doesn't have a gift. She's fake. She's phony. 2 faces, 3 faces, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how many fucking faces she has. I don't think she even knows. I think she lost her real fucking face already. Right? So this is 1919. So this is why I laugh, because she unknowingly guided me towards my path. Because anytime I found myself in a struggle and not knowing that it was thanks to her or due to her magic or due to whatever, I would always drop to my knees and call upon God and ask the Most High. please help me. I don't ever remember, I don't know if I did or not, right? But I don't ever remember or call upon a time where I dropped down to my knees and was like complaining to God. Why me? Why is this happening to me? Fuck, how come this? How come that? Like, I don't remember ever being that. When I would drop to my knees, I would ask for help. Help me, Lord. I'm struggling. Help me, Lord. I need you. Help me, Lord. Help me find the way. Guide me to where I need to go. So if we're 20 minutes in. If you're resonating, that's what you need to be doing. If you're complaining, cut that shit out. Because everything has a purpose. Especially, I just heard, it's not easy being the chosen one, but it's worth it. So we have to see the bigger picture. You know, not sit there like, oh, I just lost my job. Fuck, God, why? No. Maybe because there's a better job. Maybe because that job wasn't appreciating you. And you're thinking, right? Oh my God, I got babies to feed and I just got fired. For nothing. For coming in 50 seconds late. Or whatever, right? And that was hella random. For coming in late. Like a couple seconds. Like you thought it was like extra. Like it was unnecessary to get fired. But you got fired. And you're like sitting there complaining about it. No. It has a purpose. Maybe God doesn't want you working at that job. Maybe God doesn't want you working at any job. Maybe God wants you to take a leap of faith on something that you want to do. That you want to try. 2222. 2222. On something that you want to try. On something that you've always dreamed of doing. Now is the time. The time is right now. Because me, unknowingly, I've been putting my mom's shit out on blast since I can remember. And when I rewind tape a little bit, because I'm not going to lie, y'all, I talk about this in my other channel too. I don't remember shit when it comes down to my childhood, to my teenage years. Hell, even like my very first 20s. You know, honestly, like what I do vaguely remember about maybe like the first 3 years of my 20s, 4 years, is that I had my son. That's basically it. Okay. So I unknowingly was putting her shit out on blast. While in the meantime, she was running her fucking mouth about me. When I tell you, oh, well, your mom came and said that you were a whore. Yeah, I would hit her up and I would confront her. I would confront her. You know, when the hell did you see me hopping from pole to pole to pole to pole to pole? At what point in time did you see me doing that? Because I've always been that kind of person. Like, if you gonna talk shit about me, make sure you're fucking speaking facts. Because if you're not, I'm most definitely gonna call you out on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't run your mouth if you don't know me like that. And she didn't. She didn't raise me. She didn't take care of me. She didn't do a motherfucking thing for me. And now I understand why. Because I'm not her fucking child. I'm not. Okay? So everything started to make sense. Why she was attacking me. Why she was coming for me. You know, it's because she knew who I was before I did. She knew what I had before I did. She knew what I was capable of, the gifts or the power that I possess. She knew I had it before I did. Again, remember I told you she was into that religion Yoruba, and in that religion, those are things that can be spoken of. They could have told her that I was gifted. They could have told her that I had a light, or the demons inside of her could have been triggered once they saw me because of the light. And that's where maybe she competed with me. And it was like it was a one-sided competition, because I never competed with a motherfucker day in my life, let alone a bitch. Let alone a person I thought was my mother, right? Sorry, guys, okay? I be trying to, like, really woosah when it comes to this lady. But yes, I try to ground myself every day more and more and more, so then that when I come face to face with her, that's literally all I'm gonna say. Because I honestly feel that if I'm like, oh, bitch, how could you? Why the fuck? What made you do this? She doesn't care. She does not care. She gives 0 fucks. She doesn't give a shit. She does not care. She doesn't have a soul. She doesn't have feelings. She's not empathic. Is that what the word empathic? Like, she doesn't feel for people. And I'm the opposite. I feel too much for people sometimes. That's why motherfuckers be trying to get over. You know what I'm saying? But she don't. She doesn't have feelings. She don't feel a motherfucking thing. So if I attack her, what is she gonna do? Laugh? Make fun of me? Call me crazy, right? I'm crazy. I'm delusional. Because that's what she would always say. Well, since you don't have a memory, how do you know? Well, it's kind of hard to believe you, because you say that you don't remember. So it's, I don't know about what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? She would play it off like that. And I would always say, damn, she's right, though. I don't remember. So maybe I'm not telling you, feel me? She would manipulate me in that way. Like, you can't say that happened if you don't remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I honestly feel that she has something to do with the fact that I don't remember. But I'm slowly getting images in my head of people. Like, I can see them in my third eye. Like, I see them, their features and just their everything. But I don't know who these people are. I don't know who they are. Yesterday, or was it, no, today, or was it yesterday? I don't remember. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. But, oh no, it was today, yes. So when I showered today, I was in the shower, whatever, doing what I do. And in my third eye, I saw a chess piece. With the top of the chess piece, it was an ankh. And it had scales. That gives me a lot, okay? That gives me Egyptian ancestors. That gives me, obviously, the scales are being balanced. Things are being balanced out. That gives me, like, game over. With, like, the ankh and that chess piece, it's giving me, like, game over. And if I remember correctly, the chess piece fell over. And it fell over, because if you know, like, when the scales are balanced, they're balanced with one of Ma'at's feathers in your heart. And, to make sure that you have followed Ma'at's laws, right? And I think if the, what is it? If your heart weighs more, then you haven't. And if hers weighs more, you have. However, the thing is that I feel like it tipped over on the side of the heart, meaning you didn't abide by Ma'at's laws. So now my Egyptian ancestors are coming for you, whoever the fuck it is. That's what I got from that. And I continued to see it because I saw that. I didn't bring my journal. I can't remember what else was it. It was that, the chess piece. And then I also saw Nefertiti. Okay, I saw Nefertiti. Anubis. Okay, so I don't know. You guys might resonate with what I'm saying. If you do, maybe you also have an Egyptian bloodline, Egyptian ancestors. But let's get into these chords, guys. Okay, and let's see what's going on. I'm gonna see the Archangel Oracle. See what's going on. What's going on? Yeah. To be honest, whoever, right? Whoever helped this lady attack me, I would like to say, and this is really how I feel, I'm not gonna give a fuck. I mean, I'm not gonna give a fuck about her either, but I'm not gonna care. Because we all have a choice. If you come to me and you tell me, hey, I want to do black magic on my boyfriend so he doesn't leave me, so he doesn't do this, can you help me? The fuck? I'm going to say, no, you weirdo. No, weird. You're giving weird. Knock it the fuck off. And then blocked away. Because that's not for me. Right? Even though you're not going to attack me, you're going to attack your boyfriend, but that's not for me. That doesn't, we can't vibe on the same frequency, right? Because you're dark, I'm light. Don't work that way. And we all have a choice. We all have a choice. So, like my punk ass husband connected with my mother to do this bullshit and other bullshit that they were fucking around with. You know what I'm saying? If you get it, you get it. Like I said, if you want to know more about the story, it's on my other channel. But yeah, my mom and my ex-husband joined forces. Joined forces to attack me. His family as well. And then my supposedly family as well. So none of them, there's only maybe like 2 people that I feel like would really break my heart to find out that they were attacking me with spell work as well. Other than that, I don't care. I do not care. Because I like, at this point, everyone's a suspect. At this point, everyone's guilty until proven innocent. So I'm just looking at it like that. And like I said, I have a friend who, he's been my friend for 12 years now. The connection that we had was like unbreakable. And right now it's like non-existent. And I find that odd. I find that strange. And he is one of those people that if God puts this person in my face and tells me this is another one, a hidden enemy that you had no idea about, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, that would hurt my spirit. Yes, that would. Okay. So let's see. Any messages? It says Uriel. Learning experience. Take time to review, study, and own your knowledge before proceeding further. So Uriel. I don't know, maybe you're being asked not to make like a rash decision. Like, look at it from this side and this side, and then make the decision whatever you feel it's best for you. Or research something a little bit more further, more deeper. Maybe there's something that you overlooked, right? What is going on? And it's so crazy because right now, I did have my cards out, but I couldn't figure out how to put the phone. So I was like, I'll just put my cards away before the wind takes them. And Ma'at was on the bottom of the deck. So I won't be surprised if she comes out right now in the Ascended Masters. But, oh my God. We have Metatron. It says heaven to earth. Your current situation is in alignment with your mission on earth. And I think I started off the video like that, right? I feel so connected to it. I feel so connected to it. It's like I can't even explain what happens, how it happens, when it happens. You know, that things change. Okay, I'm gonna take this one, but I did okay. It says Seraphim. Heart of devotion. Let the cup of your heart be fulfilled through commitment and dedication. Okay. So I did tell you, Sadiquiel is on the bottom of the deck. It says karmic release. It is time to release what's holding you back and step into a more radiant self. So these are the kind of things that I was saying as I was walking on the grass. I release any karmic ties. I release any karmic connections, any karmic contracts. I release them. I cut them. So some cord cutting could be beneficial for you. I don't know, anything. But this Seraphiel card makes me a little emotional. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God. I don't understand what's going on, guys. I don't know if this... I don't know. And the new moon is tomorrow, ¿verdad? I don't know. Maybe it's because of that. And I just saw... Yeah. I saw Sandalphon. Look at that rainbow. It says, building the bridge. Your role is to create a connection between heaven and earth and all hearts. This is what I'm saying, guys. I feel like if you resonate with everything that I said, you have a mission as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same as mine, right? But you have one too. So maybe that's why Uriel came out and he's telling you to like pay attention. Like, make sure you have all your I's dotted and all your T's crossed, and you know, like bruh. Ira? Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My kids stay saying that. It just got stuck. Who that? Who that? Es la ley. Okay? Justice. Balance. Balance. Justice. Renewal. I just heard renewal. A change. New things. Amazing things. She says, Ma'at, divine intervention. Weigh up your option. Choose the highest good. So, I don't know. Maybe for a lot of you, you're in the middle of like making a choice. That's, Uriel came out too. And that was talking about seeing things. Making sure you're seeing things correctly. You're doing things correctly. You're, It's just giving pay attention. Pay a lot of attention. Okay? Don't just go with like the first thing that sounds amazing. It's like, okay, it's like having an option between two guys or two girls, right? They're both beautiful, they're both handsome, they're both funny, they're both great, they're both this, they're both that, but you feel something a little bit extra with that second one. The first one's great. The first one's great. He's amazing. He this, he that, do. But there's something. You can't put your finger on it. But there's something that the second one has. So it's like, I feel like that's that. So weighing out your options, not picking, oh, they're both hella fine. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the first one because he's finer. No. Look deeper. Because they're both hella fine, right? They're both hella fine. So you already know that. So then look deeper. Like Uriel said, go deeper. And feel the person. I mean, because you're intuitive, right? Your intuition is at an all-time high. I mean, hell, you must be aligned if you're here. And if you resonate with this video, you most definitely are aligned. You're tapped in. You are connected, right? 111, as I said that. You are connected. So, yeah. How do I explain it? It's like when you were asleep, fine was cool. But then that left you in heartbreak, right? In heartache. Something happened and it didn't work out. So now that you are at a higher frequency, you're elevating spiritually, fine is not going to cut it. Just fine is not going to cut it. 41, as I said that just being fine is not going to cut it. Just being funny is not going to cut it. We have Hanuman, devoted warrior. Let God's love hold you in strength. Oh, I feel I'm talking to somebody that knows that about themselves. I'm going to say how I heard it, that nobody can fuck with you. No one. You are strong. You are fearless. You are courageous. You are in your power. You might have called your power back. And your power right now is like flowing all up and through you. Because I know I feel exactly like that. That whatever that lady or any of her minions try to take away from me, it probably only worked for so long until now God is like, okay, y'all need to back the fuck up. Back up off my child. Okay? Back up off my child. My divine child, my divine being. Like, it's time to let it go. Like, you gotta let it go. Let it go. And I've been hearing that song a lot lately. Okay. So we already got 2 out. So let's see. Because I said it was going to be short. We're already at 43, guys. Okay. Hope you guys like these kind of videos. I do like to do these from time to time on this channel. But like I said, I've been doing them like this on my other channel. You know, so... Because I don't have a long time on my journey. I've been on my journey 7 or 8 months. Right? And, I'm speaking my truth. I'm telling my truth. And my truth can help somebody else with their truth. Or help somebody else know that it's hard, but it's worth it. Like you're at the finish line. Okay? We are there we're like almost there. It's not time to doubt yourself. It's not time to say, well, I've been on a spiritual journey for such and such. How come nothing's happened to me? Espérate. Patience. That is the one thing that we learn first on this journey. Because while we're sleeping, right, we're like, the most impatient person ever. 444. You are divinely protected. It's the first thing, right? We're like, oh my God, they said this was gonna happen yesterday and it's today now, and how come it did it? Yeah. Okay, and I know that that's easier said than done. Hell, I'm still trying that. Okay, I'm still trying that. To be patient and wait for divine timing, for divine guidance to lead me where it is I need to go. And this is where I started, right here on YouTube. So this is the reason why I do my videos, how I do my videos. And if you guys go over to my other channel, there's like six subscribers on there, and I have a whole bunch of videos that have nothing of views, 0 views, like a bunch of videos that nobody has seen them. That doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not gonna lie, right? Obviously, you want people to see your videos. You want people to like your videos. You want to do, reap the benefits from your labor, reap the fruits of your labor, right? But that's not the just behind it. For me, the just behind it is letting somebody know that you're not the only one that's had it hard. We've all had it hard. The ones that are on this journey can definitely vouch for that. We've all had it hard, and it has not been easy. And it's okay. And you still might not be where you want to be, because I'm not, right? But I'm patiently waiting for what the Most High, my ancestor, my ascended masters have for me. Okay? And that's something that you should be doing as well. So staying grounded is a very good way to not lose your shit. Because at the end of the day, we're still human, right? So that we tend to do that at times. We lose our shit. We stress out. We're like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? And how am I going to do that? Lady Portilla, it says overcoming limitations. It says karmic release, let go of the need to be right. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, Jesus. I love it when Spirit be talking like that. And I knew I was onto something. I'm telling you, when I tell you I'm tapped in, I'm tapped all the way in. Who is not intuitive? Okay? So, yes, that you saying, oh, well, they said it was going to be here at this time, and how come it did it? That's you putting limitations on what the divine, the ascended masters, your ancestors, celestial beings have for you. So that's you blocking your abundance. That's the reason why you don't see it coming in, because you're blocking it by having that type of mindset. If you already know that you're getting something, right? If the Most High has shown it to you already, that you're going to receive something. But obviously, right, the Most High shows you what you're going to get, but He doesn't tell you, so remember to be at that corner at 3:30 on blah, 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 and such day. No. He just shows you and tells you, wait, it's coming. But us as humans are like, damn, when the hell is this? And when the hell is that? And when this and when that? And that's the limitations. That's you putting the limitations. So it does say let go of the need to always be right. So that's letting go of control. You have to let go of trying to control everything. Let it go. Let it go. Live your day, day by day. What that day brings is how you handle that day. Don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow or what happened yesterday that you still can't get over it. Yeah. What happened yesterday already happened, is done. And what's going to happen tomorrow, we'll wait and see what happens tomorrow. Like that. And we also have the Lemurians. And it's crazy. And I just said celestial beings. I just told you that. It says the Lemurians. Clairvoyance activated. Psychic awareness, sensitivity, trust your intuition. And I did just say that to you, right? That you're intuitive. Who's not intuitive? You're intuitive. We're intuitive. and psychic. So this is what I'm saying. I feel like right now I'm being shown a lot. Maybe downloads are coming in that I'm not understanding quite yet. But that's why every time I see something, I have a vision, I write it down. So I can put them together and try to figure out what it is that I'm being told. Okay? Sensitivity. I told you guys that as well. Well, I've been saying it in my other videos too. But I've been super sensitive. I've been, like, I almost cried twice right now in this video. Okay? And I cried while I was on the grass and everything. So I feel that I am super emotional at this time. Super emotional, very emotional. I don't know why, you know, but I can tell you this. I haven't been crying because I'm hurt or sad or worried or anything. I'm not that. That's not my cry right now. I'm extra sensitive, but I'm crying out of joy, out of love, because I feel the love that I'm getting from the Most High, from my angels, from my ancestors, from celestial beings, from my ascended masters. I can definitely feel that energy of love. And that's the reason I feel that I get so emotional. Because when we're asleep and we're going through our situations, right, we think we're alone, that nobody's there. We're all alone, just in our misery. And we're not. All our ancestors, angels, everyone I mentioned, they have always been there. They have just been waiting on you. 5151. They've just been waiting on you. They've been waiting on you to wakey, eggs and bakey. Okay? They've been waiting on you to do that. And now that you've done that, we can't like take 10 steps forward, right? And 20 steps back. Nah. And again, like I always say, we're human. It's cool to kind of like fumble a little bit, but let's not fumble a lot. Let's not fumble a lot. Okay? I hope you guys like this message. Let me know if you guys like videos like this. I'll do them every now and then, right? Because I do them like this on my other channel, like I said. But I hope you guys like the video. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.